It is I, Brendan, from Quackpack, and today I'm here with you on Firearm Friday to talk about the Husqvarna M40 pistol. So let's talk about it.
Introducing the latest sensation from Genesee, Black Cherry Vanilla Keller Beer. Crafted with the finest ingredients and hints of black cherry and vanilla for a refreshing twist. Taste the flavor of that in-between summer and fall season in every sip. Our harmonious blend of smooth vanilla and vibrant black cherry perfectly balanced in every sip. Genesee Black Cherry Vanilla Keller Beer, where every sip is a celebration. Discover the flavor, available until October of this year. And now, back to the video.
The Husqvarna M40 was made in Sweden. This gun was manufactured from 1940 until 1946. It is a licensed copy of the Lahti L-35 pistol that was made in Finland. That was designed by Amo Lahti. He made quite a few firearms. You know, the L-39 is a anti-tank gun. Sorry, I'm looking at a bee that's chilling right next to me right now. Actually, I think it's a hornet. I'm sure Cinematics will pick this up, this little guy. Just Bing chilling over here. Really glad to see him. During its 6 years of production, this was manufactured for production in Sweden. 83,950 were made, and they were manufactured by Husqvarna Vapenfabriks AB. Yes, that Husqvarna. So chainsaws, dirt bikes of modern era right now, manufactured these pistols. They came about because Sweden ordered a bunch of Walter P38s in 1939, and when the war broke out, Walter dedicated those firearms to the German war effort. So Sweden never received those guns. So they had to, fabricate something or get their hands on something, where Lahti gave them the ability to have a licensed product in the M40. It shoots 9x19 parabellum, so standard 9mm rounds today. It has an 8-round box magazine with a 4.72 inch or 12 centimeter. I guess that makes more sense why it's such an even number there. 12 centimeter barrel. So the M40, actually, this handgun was used in Sweden all the way up until the 1980s, when they transferred over to the Glock pistol. So 8-round magazine. Depending on the colored grips that you'd have, it would help age or at least tell you where that pistol went. So the all black stocked or all black checkered grips there, plus the brown leather as opposed to the black leather holster, kind of help with this gun as far as letting you know, along with the D and the serial number, that this gun was sent to Denmark. This is a Denmark special police gun, is what they used back in the 40s. A lot of these guns were kind of sent all over for military production. This gun was sent in Sweden, never actually saw battle because Sweden was a neutral country. This gun never really saw anything as far as actual wartime stuff. This particular gun was sent to Denmark for the Denmark police, where this gun was kept until, and shot until all of its time, until it was retired. We'll go through her and we'll take her apart. It's got a tank safety here. As a lefty, not the greatest to work. It's got magazine release down here to pull out your magazine. So on the bottom, similar to like a Ruger Mark series, Mark 1 would be the same way to pull that out. Luger, Nambu type pistol, anything like that. To take it apart, you got to push it back out of battery. Take it out of battery. Just switch up front here. Just flip that lever down. Your whole slide comes apart. So that would separate that into two pieces. Pretty basic as far as that bolt from there, and everything else. So pretty basic little gun. This particular gun, they'll say that the M40 was, due to poor materials, was prone to cracking depending on what type of 9mm ammo you shot out of it. So this gun, like they said, was prone to cracking in the frame due to the ammo. Certain types, but other things that I've found seem to indicate that the ammo that they shot out of it that was cracking was like 9mm plus P plus, like supercharged ammo essentially. So more than modern pistols are rated for today. this ammo would be shot out of this, and that's where you get that frame cracking. Was essentially the ammo that they put through that military grade stuff was +P+, or +P++, essentially. Pretty volatile stuff with a lot of pressures associated with it. So that's what I read about that. Again, I don't know what the veracity of that statement is, but that's what I read, is that that's where that frame cracking actually came from. It did have bolt lockback on that last round bolt hold open. Pretty cool there. So this has, you know, one of the crispest triggers, honestly, one of the nicest triggers that I've seen on a handgun. And this was made in the 1940s. It's a 2-stage trigger, and it takes up to that wall super tight, super smooth and consistent every time. And then that break from right there to there is so smooth. And we'll try to show it here. But from there to there there's your wall, and it is such a smooth little break. I have not shot this pistol, but I do plan on it. I am not going to put any, you know, +P, or I'll probably go with some of the lower grain ammo to throw through it just in case. But like I said, everything that I've seen seems to indicate that it all came from just the pressures of the ammo that they used at the time. It does have a stock here where you can mount a stock, which is pretty neat. I obviously do not have one. This model did not specifically have one, as far as I know, that came standard. So I do not believe that that would be NFA legal for me to own. The holster came with a few things. It came with a magazine loader tool. So this was your magazine loader tool. There's a little pry bar in the front there. There's a little screwdriver. But it would also fit over the magazine. And as you push down on it, it would lower your follower so you could load your rounds in easier. So that was pretty neat. Came stock with it. You also have your cleaning rod. And then also in a bag I have upstairs, it's got leather holster, or leather strap that actually goes through here that you could either keep, you know, on your wrist or mounted to yourself, so that, you know, this thing will be retained to you. And it also had an oil tube that came with it as well, and a little oil canister that had cleaning agents, swabs on one side, and then oil on the other. So this gun, I would say, is pretty clean for me. Let's take a look at it. I just oiled it up, so it is a little greasy, but this gun, that is in the safe position right there. That is your gun, your Husqvarna M40 9mm pistol. We've got a few magazines for it that it came with. This leather holster is pretty good condition, pretty well broken in. All over, just a gorgeous gun. So again, that's your Husqvarna M40 pistol.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching today's video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to click that little bell to get notified whenever we post a video.